What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Old School RuneScape's Luckiest Players. In this one, we are checking out our luckiest Old School RuneScape players for the month of October in 2023. As always, if you have something you would like to submit to either this showcase or my unluckiest players showcase, send it over to the email address that is on your screen now. In the description below, you will find a set of instructions on how you can submit. Please follow them closely, otherwise your submission may be disqualified. Today's luckiest players are brought to you by my Old School RuneScape merch store. Yes, I do have a merch store. It is over on Etsy. You can find a link in the description below this video, as well as on the channel page of my YouTube channel. I've got all kinds of Old School RuneScape related knickknacks in this store, and you can find something for that scaper of yours for a very nice RuneScape Christmas. First, look here. These are my brand new 4-in-1 stainless steel koozies. These koozies will hold bottles, 12-ounce cans, skinny 12-ounce cans, and they also double as a 14-ounce tumbler with a lid and a straw. Very excited to get these in the store. Look for them later this November. At the current time, we've got Varrock, Falador, and Lumbridge pubs, and if they do rise in popularity, I will consider adding some of the other pubs to the lineup. Other than that, you can also find pint glasses, beer mugs, coffee mugs, koozies that are the fabric neoprene ones, decals, t-shirts, and more. So if you're looking for that perfect RuneScape Christmas gift for your favorite scaper, check out the merch store. Once again, link in the description below this video. All right, let's get the show on the road. As always, we're starting out with our luckiest clue scrolls for the month, specifically those of our friends out there that have received some third age drops. First up is going to be hard casket number 11 for Slacktar, pulling into third age plate body, 118 mil on the value of that one. Elite casket number 75, this one going to John Paul here, pulling a pair of third age plate legs, 51 mil. Elite casket number 11 with the help of the Mimic on the very first KC. Objectives is pulling in a third age full helm, this one valued at 30 million GP. Master casket number 33, Captain Kickass pulling a third age pickaxe as well as Gilded Vambraces in the same master clue. The street value of this clue scroll is around 9.5 billion GP. Yes, you heard that right. 9.5 billion GP. Absolutely ridiculous. Master casket number 27 with the help of the Mimic on the third KC. Lucid Jukes pulling a third age longsword for 646 million. Master casket number 7. Third age robe top valued at 108 mil. This one going to Shaquacious. And our last third age drop for this month is a Master Casket number 2, third age cloak going to Worst Player, 232 million GP on the value. Moving into our other clue loot, or more common drops rather, I do have a good one for the last one to round out our clue scroll of this section, so make sure to pay attention to that one. Easy casket number 1, Fi Oppo pulling some flared trousers. Medium caskets number 369 and 371, almost hitting the back-to-back Ranger boots. This one goes to Fildo. Medium casket number 8, Ranger boots for Finesse and Pack. Medium casket number 1, Ranger boots, very first medium casket of the account, for Osmania. Hard caskets number 34 and 35, Nemers pulling back-to-back Robin Hood hats. Master casket number 58, this is a good one, Gilded Square Shield, and 2 Torture Ornament kits from the same clue scroll for UP Spork. Master casket number 2, Giuseppe pulling a Gilded Scimitar, and the last one, this one is nuts. 4 clue scrolls, all of these opened on October 10th. Third age robe, 32 million. Third age bow, 1.4 billion. Pair of Ranger boots for 32 mil, and a Gilded full helm. All of these from different clue scrolls, 4 different clue scrolls, October 10th. All of these going over to Max the D. Absolutely ridiculous clue scroll RNG. Next up, we are checking out our luckiest PVM item drops of the month, starting out with our top 10 KCs. 10 KC, or rather the 10th Chewed Bones, going to Icy Arrow, pulling Dragon Full Helm, 1 in 256 on the drop rate from the Chewed Bones. 9 KC Bandos Hilt goes to Gift. 8 KC Tumikin Shadow for Suk Mai Uwu. 6kc Tumikin's Shadow in an expert mode, 300 right on the threshold for expert for Playa Roy, 6kc Armadillo Chestplate for large boobies, 5kc Chewed Bones, actually, 5 Chewed Bones here, Dragon Full Helm for Corn Porins, 5kc Primordial Crystal for Voxy, 3kc Twisted Bow for GG's Buy, 3kc Armadillo Hilt for Forgot 18, and a 2kc Malediction Shard 1 from the Chaos Elemental for Pressy. Into our 1kc drops of the month, super lucky PVMers here. Babu Frick pulling a Nilhorn from Nex, Can Be Too High with a Hill Giants Club, Cowboy Kush pulling a Staff of the Dead, DYL Games with a Zenite Shard, Electrician pulling an Ancestral Robe Bottom from the Chambers of Zarek, Gim Jujutsu with Zamorakian Spear, Ionamin, I don't know if I said that, Ionamin, Iron Account, pulling in Aram's Robe Skirt while doing the mini quest to get that Barrows item. Plekit G, that's gotta be some sort of language that I do not understand, pulling a Dragon Full Helm from some Chewed Bones. Sten GM with a Twisted Bow, this going to a Hardcore Iron Man account, very lucky there. Stinko Juno pulling a Leviathan's Lure. True DNY with a Voidwaker Gem coming from Spindle. Valinar with a Primordial Crystal, and Zodium with a pair of Bandos Tassets. Jumping into our next PVM items section, we're checking out our players who were lucky enough to get back-to-back unique drops. Yatesy starting us off here with a back-to-back Primordial Crystal into the Smoldering Stone, 239 and 240 KC. Semestru over at the Tombs of Amasket, pulling an Osmumten's Fang into a Tumikin's Shadow, 1120 and 1121 KC. King AGFP over at the Calphite Queen, pulling a Dragon 2H at 118 and a Dragon Pickaxe at 119 KC. John Paul here, again who we saw earlier, with an Armadillo Crossbow into a Pet Zilliana, 533 and 534 KC. Jiren 12 with back-to-back Armadillo drops, Armadillo Chain Skirt at 54 KC and an Armadillo Hilt at 55. I quote me with back-to-back Bandos Hilts, 1028 and 1029 KC. In our last one for this month goes to Kale Craftig with a Pet Snakeling at 15 KC and a Serpentine Visage at 16 KC. Honorable mentions in our PVM item section for this month. XO Cry starting this section off with 2 Executioner's Axe Heads, 134 and 140 Vardorvis kills, just 6 kills apart. Tassili, Iron Account, pulling a Tumikin's Shadow on October 1st and a Twisted Bow on October 20th. 2 of the most sought after items for the Iron Account, both of these in the same month. Rocklave, pulling a Dragon Full Helm, this one coming from Mithril Dragons, 1 in 32,000 for that drop rate. Quixies is up next, always gotta feature the Bomelets. Bomelet, that is a Twisted Bow, and the Ompet, 124 kill count. Quimper is up next with 2 Harmonized Orbs, just 30 kills apart, 275 and 305 kill count over at the Nightmare. Kukopalo with an Awakener's Orb at 956, a Mask at 958, and another Mask at 960, all from Duke Sikellis, just in a 5 kill span. JSL 34 with a double Magic Fang drop at Zulrah, 2158 kill count. John Ironman with an Enhanced Weapon Seed and a Crystal Armor Seed in the same kill over the Corrupted Gauntlet. Joe with the Dragon Chain Body and Eternal Gem, both of these coming from Dust Devils and the Dust Devil Superior, both of them in the same chat window. Very nice. Golden Iron with a Crystal Armor and Weapon Seed at the same drop at the Gauntlet. Gim BNDK with a double Magic Fang from Zulrah, 21 KC, very early in the grind there. And Butt number 1 is going to finish out our PVM item section with a green log at Demonic Gorillas. I normally don't feature collection logs, but this one was too good not to. 1 of each drop, 195 total Demonic Gorilla kills. Next up, we are getting into our luckiest PVM pet drops for the month, starting out with our top 25 KCs. 25 KC Young Lift pet going to the Ultimate Iron Man Hand Baggage. 24 KC Venenatus Spiderling, this going to Meridian. Meridian also pulling a 30 KC Treasonous Ring and a 43 KC Voidwaker Gem. Thought it was worth the mention. 20 KC Baron Pet for Shaky RS, 15 KC Pet Dagonoth Prime for Saint Bleezy, 12 KC Pet Chaos Elemental, this coming from the Chaos Fanatic, that is the 1 in 1000 pet drop rate, this one for Flaudaman, 12 KC Jad Pet for Pirate Spec, 11 KC Pet Zilliana for Fat Thor King, 10 KC Skotos Pet for Fizz, 10 KC Muffin Pet for Kitty Nipples, 6 KC Tumikin's Guardian, this on an entry mode TOA for Squib, 6 KC Sriracha Pet for Rio Margin, 6 KC Skotos Pet for Utu Myler, 6 KC Ardio Pet for ISA 9999, 4 nines, 5 KC Sriracha Pet for Herbal Mug, 5 KC Muffin Pet for Sink Juice, 2 KC Skotos Pet for Transcendence, 2 KC Omelet with the Din's Bulwark drop for BA Saboteur, and a 2 KC Jad Pet for Weird Sign. And to our luckiest of the luckiest PVMers out there, these are our 1 KC pets for this month. Weird Sign with a Butch Pet from Vardorvis, Shane with a Hell Puppy, Pass Op with a Noon Pet, Mika with a Lil Zik Pet, this coming from Hard Mode TOB, Dialogue Skip with a Skotos, and Cares rounding us out with a Vorky Pet. Rounding out our PVM pet section for the month, we're going to check out our honorable mentions featuring some PVM pets. Will the Fee starting us off, pulling a Baron Pet from the Duke and a Magus Vestige in the same kill, 435 kill count. Paul Wellens is up next, pulling a Nexling and Torva Plate Legs in the same drop. OG Vin pulling a Tumikin's Guardian on a 0 invocation Tombs of a Masket raid. Claims it was a 6 KC, but we can't see it in the screenshot. Regardless, 0 invocation can't get any easier than that in TOA, can't get any rarer than that for the TOA pet. Next up is Co B with 3 pets in the month of October, pulling a Calfight Queen on October 2nd, the Kriara pet on October 17th, and the Vardorvis pet on October 19th. Next up is Gim Rern with a pet Smoke Devil and a Cult Necklace in the same kill, 111 KC. Elon Muspa with a Baron pet and an Ice Quartz in the same drop, 650 kill count. And our last player for our PVM pet section is going to be Control Alt Sad with a Hell Puppy and a Primordial Crystal, both of these in the same drop, 1,361 kill count. Next section, our notoriously short section, but still nonetheless worth the mention, luckiest skilling pets for the month, starting out with our level-based pets. Level 71 Fishing over at the Fishing Trawler, Aussie Bumpkin pulling the Heron pet. 65 Mining in the Motherlode Mine, Death by Words being rewarded with a Golem pet. 65, and 67 Agility, 2 Giant Squirrels, just 150,000 XP apart for the Ol Cumrag. 43 Thieving from a Silk Stall with the Rocky Pet for Baba Roach, and 40 Mining off of a Gold Ore, this one coming for Steamed Milk. As for our KC-based pets, 2 of them this month, 33 KC Tangleroot Pet, this coming from Hispori for J-Bot, and a 20 KC Tiny Temper for Fee Serene. And our 1 honorable mention for skilling pets this month goes to Gim Me Good RNG, pulling a mining pet at level 74 mining from a sandstone rock. Odds of that happening, 1 in 741,000. Overall honorable mentions for this month. I've got 2 of them. First one is a 14 KC Abyssal Needle over at Guardians of the Rift. This going to Axe 0. And the most impressive Corporeal Beast thing that I've probably ever seen, 1-800 Hot Body, submitting all 3 sigil drops from the Corporeal Beast. Elysian, the last one coming in, completing the set on just 48 kills. Absolutely ridiculous. So that is going to do it for Old School RuneScape's luckiest players of October in 2023. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching this series as well as submitting your drops to it. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't done so yet, tap that subscribe button on your way out. Remember, instructions for submitting are listed in the description down below. Please follow them closely. Once again, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy.